Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hope Super Series #19 final brought to you by Hope Esports. And now it's time for match number 2. It's going to be Miramar. I'm really very sorry for the inconvenience. We started a bit late in this game due to some technical issue. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are left with a total amount of 17 teams and 60 players. Saw a huge amount of action in the initial stages. Takey taking down nobody. Opening has been created. Decider Esports giving that touch from the long range areas. Going for those long range sprays. Thomas gets that confirmation. Hyper 77k. He will be flushed out. But now, Team TT, they gotta head towards the circle as well. Blue zone triggers in. This could be the end because they're lacking with their HPs. And right in the outer skirts, we have Team Deciders who are just waiting. Tactical team. Well, they gotta implement some tactics here. And they're completely surrounded by Team Deciders. They cannot move anywhere if Stone steps out. Takey might attack him. Where's Takey looking at? But he couldn't see Stone stepping out of that house. TT Stone gets knocked out. And this is what we were waiting for. This was sort of expected, but Stone will get that revival. His teammates won't leave him alone. Second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen. Second circle will be going for a Western hardship. And now the damage will increase, which will be a concern for tactical team. And I don't want this team to get eliminated because of the blue zone. But on the other end, we have Skyworld Esports. TT Stone gets knocked out again. Well, Skyworld Esports haven't really fought any team till now, and this is kind of surprising because this team loves to fight in the initial stages, and they held tight till now, but maybe soon we'll see them into action. We'll see them fighting. Alright, now Skywell Esports, they are into action. Team FE, straight away they will be exploding right in the face of Team Skywell Esports. And that was all of a sudden. Parvoice Esports, they had a really great last game. They got a winner-winner chicken. They lost a winner-winner chicken. I mean, they threw a winner-winner chicken in it, but they did end up securing top 5. So they had a really great last game. And here as well in this game, they have the momentum. They got a great start. Now Skywell Esports right in front of them, a mega force, and won't really be easy for them to take down Skywell Esports, even though they took down 2 of their players. Skywell Esports now they are down to 2, and it's like a deja vu for them in the last game as well. Skywell Esports faced casualties, dual casualties in the initial stages here as well in Miramar. Same situation, same scenario. But right here, right now, they're deep inside the circle. Maybe they will just find a property for themselves so that they can spend some time in this map. This is what I feel. That's the best decision. That is what is best in business for them. Arzo gets finished off. Deciders Esports. Again, they're into action. They'll be facing their first casualty. In tactical team, they're fighting really hard. Tactical team, they are lacking with the utilities, they are lacking with the healings, they have less resources, but they are making the most out of it. And it's a 3v3 now, and nobody expected that tactical team would survive from the situation they were stuck in. Wow, this is really a rise from the dead. As we can see, tactical team, they've given their opponents serious casualties. Thomas takes one down. Can he flush him out? Well, Dakey will eventually get finished off. And now Thomas He gotta show some guts, moves ahead, and knocks down Sasa. What was that? Just reviving teammate right in front of the opponent. This is unfair. This is unacceptable. But still, one last battle is left, and Thomas comes up with a 1v4. He's an absolute genius, isn't he? Thomas with a great clutch. And with this, tactical team survives. Deciders Esports, they are eliminated on 16th position. Well, there was a series of bad decisions, I must say. A lot of bad decisions we saw here from Deciders Esports. They could have avoided this fight and straight away headed towards a circle. They invested themselves a lot in this fight. Probably pulled this fight like a rubber band, which was unnecessary. They got bonus frags. They could have prioritized the circle. And that was just unnecessary to face the blue zone damage and then to prioritize the fight. And it looked a bit casual in that fight too. You cannot underestimate your opponent. Tactical team is a very strong team. My goodness. Things turned south for Deciders Esports. And they completely lost the momentum. Got eliminated on 16th position, which was unexpected. And this is what BGMI brings to the table. Anything is possible. It all comes down to 15 teams and 49 players. Third circle has been initiated and circle will be moving for a southern archer. And the heart of Miramar, Los Leones, is present inside the circle, but it's a bluff. It's a bluff. You wouldn't want to invest yourself into Los Leones because what's going to happen next is the circle is completely going to ditch Los Leones and favor the rural areas, probably the outer skirts of Los Leones, the western areas of Los Leones. That's what's going to happen here. Skyville Esports, a sad news for them because they are probably inside Los Leones. Well, a good news as they are in the outer skirts and they are holding the center as well. So maybe the upcoming shifts will keep on favoring them, but you cannot completely rely on the luck. Farboys Esports loses a player. Subin gets finished off. Farboys Esports trying to exit Los Leones. Maybe they will just hold on the edge of Los Leones. Yup. They're trying to hold on the edge of Los Leones. 44k. They are trying to rotate as well. And multiple teams now focusing on rotation. And while rotating, they lost Marshall. Pia gets a confirmation. Bot will be taken down. X1NW. First casualty for them. Was that their first casualty? Well, this will be the first elimination for Skyville Esports. Not the first, but the second elimination for Skyville Esports. Finally, they are off the mark. X1NW lose their second player and they are down to 2. Executor of Team Dream Team gets knocked out. And this will be fun to watch. It's gonna be Farboys Esports versus Team Dream Team. You know what? Just sneaks his vehicle out. And now he finds himself in a safe area. But Executor, will he get that revival? He's in open areas. Will be a bit tough. And this is like a bait. Farboys Esports has made an investment into Executor. And they know that his teammates will step into open areas. And eventually they will bait them. And Power Baby, he wants to revive his teammate. But this is a risky situation and you cannot surrender your complete team behind one player. And that frag got stolen. Lootbu taking down, finishing off Executor. Farboys Esports, they worked so much hard for this frag. And they lost it. They couldn't confirm it. They couldn't secure it. They created the opening though. Half of the job was done. They just wanted to finish. But couldn't do that. They lost a crucial finish. But now, with this heavy heart, they move inside the circle. Circle moves for a basic centralized shift. Well, I was talking about the western regions of Los Leones, but what is going to happen now? We might see a northwestern region finish near the outer skirts of Los Leones. Well. Seed gets knocked out. Seed gets finished off. It's Alpha Esports. You cannot mess up with them. Having the numbers factor advantage to Farboys Esports. But I saw no communication between the players of Farboys here. No synergy, no communication, no calls were given. Seth just went deep inside the circle, messed up with the team. Well, if you talk about V77 and Nubu, they're still trying to figure out what's really wrong with them here. They didn't really move. They didn't really leave that property. They're just sitting idle here. And I don't know what they are doing. But surely there was no communication between players, and that's the reason why another casualty has been faced by Farboys Esports. The team farthest from the circle right now is Hope Cookie. They gotta, they've got to stretch their rotation. Maybe they will intercept Team Soul Reapers. Team Soul Reapers is a kind of team which really surprises you out of nowhere. Last game was not that great for them. Maybe in this game they will surely try to make it count, make it up, because last game they couldn't do much. RE Blaze-Dona will be finished off. Red Eye Esports, a sad start, a bad start. Blaze-Dona contributed a finish in the initial stages, but this is too soon to face a casualty because you need numbers advantage in the end stages. You need numbers advantage in the initial stages, but in the end stages too, you need to maintain the pace. Bia gets another one. X1 and W. I guess they are down to 1 now. Wow, that was a brilliant exchange. Winnie Bailey surviving in 10 HP. Hats off to Bia. The way these players are showing resilience, and this is how you make it worthy. The IGL has given you a perfect position inside the circle, and now it's the job of the other surviving players to get more and more finishes for themselves. They get another one. Thomas this time gets flushed out. Bia doing a great job. The tracing is always on point. In the last game as well, we saw Bia putting in so much value for his team. And what is he trying to do? He's trying to connect the Car 98, taking so much amount of risk. Zigzag gets knocked out, and this could be a reality check for BR because this was absolutely unnecessary. This was not needed at all. He pops in that first hit successfully. But 9 AM, he's gonna close in. 9 AM goes for that free fire, baits BR. BR switches on to the Car 98, and oh my goodness! Oh my god! I've seen everything now. I am speechless. I have no freaking words. What I've just seen. Under so much pressure, he uses a Car 98 in a do-or-die fight. In close range. And he connects it. He wins it. He revives his teammate. So much easy for him. How on earth can you do that? Team TT gets eliminated, and who was that last player? I still wonder. I guess that was Thomas. The last player of... Not Thomas, if... Maybe that was Kevin, maybe that was Mikey, whoever that was. Not gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. Hell no. It's a basic centralized shift again from the circle. 12 teams, 31 players are still alive. Bia. Oh my goodness, this time he gets knocked out. And this will be the end for Bia. Another one now down for Skywell T-Sports. Zigzag, the solo ray of hope. 5 eliminations has been secured. Still, Skywell T-Sports performed well, I must say. Utako now gets knocked out. Team Sage stabbing TSR in their back. And it's a sandwich situation for TSR, and he gets knocked out. Dora's Love, solo player standing. Situation is slipping out of the hands of Team TSR. This grenade is gonna be worthy for Team TSR, I guess. DD power, baby. Will be finished off. Oh, wow. Dora's Love will be taken down. Pana making those connections. TSR gets eliminated on 11th position. Red Eye Esports, still they are relaxed. Still they have a good position inside the circle. They don't need to move much. The anticipation by the IGL was great. Team Sage, well, they've conquered this cemetery, but it's not enough because they are not present inside the circle. And I guess Team KG, we saw Frizzo doing a great job in the last game, pulling off that 1v3 in the end circle against Team Farboys Esports. I still remember that moment. And now it's time for Frizzo to take his team inside the circle. At the same time, if we see Team Afterlife, maybe one last player is surviving. Zigzag will be taken down, and this is the end for Skywell Esports. Tried their very best to survive, to make it count. Got eliminated on ninth position. Frozen will be taken down after life. They are out. They are eliminated on 8th. Alpha Esports, 10 eliminations for them. This team is really very good with their gunpowder. Morris gets knocked out. Ari Python gets knocked out as well. Red Eye Esports, it's a close range fight for them against Team KG. Against Team 14 as well, it's going to be Exotic Alliance right in front of them and KG joining the party. It's a triple threat fight. They're going to defeat 2 teams at a time. Illusion gets knocked out. He went downstairs and FR was holding there. It was a surprise for him. Morris gets flushed out. FR last player standing. Grenade comes in. KG conquers. That symmetry is theirs. But is that symmetry present inside the circle? What's going on here? 2 players right in a shack. A small shack, a small room. Not gonna be enough at all. Not glad. He's closing in for that 1v1 fight. He has the UMP45. That was a surprise for him. Newview with that great movement. Not glad will be taken down. Farvoice Esports again makes it to the top 5. But this grand final has been really good for them till now. Red Eye Esports with out of the box move. Driving that vehicle in the reverse gear. Python, oh no. Both of them got flushed out. Red Eye Esports gets eliminated on 4th position. It's down to 3 teams. And in this game, I don't think so that one for all legacy they're gonna mess up. They are going for a winner chicken and a New was exposed. New gets flushed up. V77 last place surviving. He just needs to buy some time here and spend as much as time as he can. He needs to let a LP fight Team KG. That's the only way he can get hashtag 2 or maybe a winner chicken dinner for himself. But Tikas, Tikas surrendered, so maybe KG won't be able to claim that frag for themselves. Well, that was a clever move. 20, finishing 77. He last player surviving, takes down 1, but that blue zone comes into action and it is all over. 1 for all legacy. The wait is over for them with a total amount of 11 eliminations. Oh, they love double-digit eliminations. With a total amount of 11 eliminations, they get a winner chicken in. Hashtag 2 for Team Alpine. This time, it's 14 eliminations for Team Alpine. Hashtag 3 for Farvoice Esports. 3 eliminations for them. Well, they need to start focusing on eliminations. They need more in order to maintain a good position on points table. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was the end of match number 2. We will be taking a short break and we will be right back with match number 3. Till then, do hit that like button and that subscribe button. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hope Super Series hashtag 19 Grand Finals. Now it's time for match number 3. It's gonna be Rondo. And here we go. The flight path is here, initiating from Ranjian and finishing off towards Mehran, favoring the southern regions of Rondo map, at the same time favoring the southeastern regions of Rondo map. Well, things have changed here now. Recall is a huge factor here in this Rondo map. Well, if you talk about the drop location accessing process, it will be difficult for teams to head to a stadium. It will be difficult for teams to access the northern region recall towers. Maybe the 3-1 split will be a key factor in this Rondo game. Central region will be heavily equipped by teams. Maybe Test Track and Neox Factory will become a hotspot. Teams might try to head towards Yulin regions as well. Tin Long Garden might become a game-changing hot drop in this game, is what I feel. But First Circle isn't really associated with the flight path. First Circle favors the western regions of Rondo map. Jiaotin deep inside the circle, Yulin deep inside the circle, Stadium inside the circle. And here we go, the first split comes in. Immediately Sasa gets a frag. Team Deciders, well, most of the teams haven't really landed. And Team Deciders, they're off the mark. They're looking in a hurry. Good start for them. Chapo Stern a 1v2 fight, gets the S12K, and that's like a ray of hope for him. When it comes in, Chapo loses his HP. But Chapo's still waiting for an opportunity. Rizzy Daly surviving in 10 HPs. It's gonna be tough for him to survive now. And Chapo takes down 2! My goodness, Chapo really exploded right in the face. Team Sage, they're down to 2. Smokey trying to access the recall tower. Will he be able to do so? Will he succeed? 38 recall towers in this particular map, maybe 37. He just have to gain control over 1. It's easy to say, but it's tough to make it happen. Team Soul Reapers. Utang Pro barely surviving in 10 HPs. Hurricane still trying to extend and access a recall tower, trying to show resilience. Dude gets knocked out on the other end. And Lude immediately submits. Such a huge cluster. This is Red Eye Esports. The back end areas. It's team number 4, Team Soul Reapers. Team Sage, they lose another player. Decider Esports maintaining such a huge split. But Blaze Donor overcommitting, gets knocked out. And this has always been a problem with Blaze Donor. Seen overcommitting a lot many times. And now all eyes on Deadshot. Can Deadshot make it happen? Brilliant spray that is, but Deadshot takes down Anish. Anish will be fleshed out. First elimination comes in for Red Eye Esports. Blaze Donor survives. Maybe Team Decider Esports, they might take advantage of the situation. They would like to go for the third party. Deadshot continuously going for those sprays. Alpha Esports, they'll be coming into action. But an exchange of eliminations there. Alpha Esports will be giving some. They'll be getting some. Tikas gets knocked out. Capo gets knocked out. Both of them getting a revival. Jakey doing a great job heading towards the recall tower. That's his responsibility, and he has to make it count. All these efforts shouldn't go in vain. Deadshot this time gets knocked out. On the back end area, it's Noob Force. They are fighting Team Soul Reapers. Janasha got late. Janasha goes for the grenade. Taki on the other end gets 2 knocks with single grenade, and Dora's life is the solo player surviving in this particular region. And Janasha goes for another one, and Dora's life gets knocked out. Well, grenade is deciding the fortune of Team Soul Reapers. 3 players have been knocked out because of grenades. Wutang Pro still in this particular area. And this is hard to understand. Team Soul Reapers, all their players were in this particular area? No, I don't think so. They must have kept a player for backup on a recall tower. Dora's life still knocked out. And, oh no. Dora's life is going to get panned. Well, a dirty game now. Coming up from Team Noob Force's side. Healthy start for a healthy rivalry, I must say. Last game it was Team KG. They have started raining now. Farboys Esports. They've initiated their battle. This will be their first elimination. And now they are particularly in Hongshan regions. It's Hyper from Team Arise right in front of them. Hyper goes for left B, got stabbed right in the back. It's New View coming in like a surprise for Hyper. Hyper gets flushed out. S. Solo player standing, gets a recall tower. And yes, it will be quite easy for him to bring back his teammates to life. Hugely separated from his opponents. No issue will be faced. And I guess Team Arise will just focus on the circle now, instead of seeking a retaliation. Oh, illusion! Gets a surprise. Did Deki get knocked out? No, he didn't get knocked out. Deadshot taking down Chapo. Deki surviving in very low HP. And maybe he'll disengage from this fight. We'll find some healings first. We'll take all the precautions. Won't go for a blind push. Metamind Rosemary gets started. Metamind has already faced a casualty. Gladiator will be finished off. Does he have a recall? That's the question. If he does have a recall, will be a really good news for Metamind Esports. Another player gets knocked down. This time it's Biscuits. And Biscuit gets flushed out. And Bilal and Rosemary, both the players are right now playing together, so there has been no split till now. Both of them need to seek a recall task so that they can bring their teammates back to life. Well, this is Skywell T-Sports, ladies and gentlemen, and they are far away from the circle right now in Jardana City. Dream Team. I guess two of the players got knocked out. Now only one got knocked out. That was Nova X. And Nova X, he's out of this game. Well, that's a temporary elimination. Red Eye Esports. They're continuously losing players. They're bringing back their players to life. They're getting eliminations. Red Eye Esports is the team who has been so much active till now, but just 3 eliminations they've secured. Executor gets flushed out. Another player now gets eliminated. Team TT. There has been no name of Team TT on the positive side of the finish feed. They've been just on the negative side. Also this time it's for Team Deciders. Well, till now, Team Deciders were dominating. Was Harsu present on a recall tower? If he is, it's a bad news for Deciders Esports. But they find a recall tower right in this open area. And it's very risky to recall here in this open spot where you can be easily spotted by any team and any player. 44k taking on Team AST, that is Team 12. Takes a bait by Shivel. Successfully knocked down his teammate. It's Team Meta, ladies and gentlemen. Shivel gets another player, and with this, Team Meta gets eliminated on 18th position. 3 teams have been eliminated till now. 3 teams have been eliminated till now. Not 3 but 2. We started off with 19 teams. 2 teams have been eliminated. Shivu is unstoppable. But there was a tiny pixel there, which was exposed. And taking advantage of that, Tikas gets knocked down. Alba Esports, I guess, they were just keeping an eye on every move of Team 44k. They wanted to go for the third party, but the retaliation came so quick. Tikas didn't get an opportunity to get out of the line of fire. He got knocked out. Things messed up for a moment, but Alpha Esports stood up. And Alpha Esports now moving towards the circle. And maybe this situation reminds me of the situation Deciders Esports was stuck in the last game in San Martin. They could have avoided that fight, like Alpha Esports did in this particular moment. At this particular moment, X1NW, they've had 2 bad games till now, and can this game be a comeback game for them? Because grand finals, big stage, 2 games have been absolute misery. These back-to-back two-winner-winner chicken dinners might help them a lot to make a good position for themselves on the points table. There's nothing impossible. 2 bad games, two-winner-winner chicken dinner. I still see that happening. But you gotta show resilience. You gotta show commitment. Things are not gonna come easy for you because there are teams like Skywell Esports. There are teams like Farvoice Esports who have been so much consistent till now. At the same time as Team KQ as well. That is one for all legacy. First game it was Hashtag 2 for them. Second game they got a winner-winner chicken dinner. So you're competing with top-notch teams, top-notch sides. And things are not at all gonna come easy for you. X-Win and W, they need to prepare themselves for all this stuff. With this, ladies and gentlemen, after a few seconds, we'll be witnessing stage number 4. Well, an airdrop comes into action. It's airdrop number 1. We'll check out this exclusive airdrop. It's from Mars. Level 3 gears, suppressor of AR. DX wins that 1v1. There was just one enemy in front of him. But now Executor, he'll get caught off guard and there's no recall for him now. Executor is flushed out. So Team DT now officially faces their first casualty, and this is a permanent harm on their name. Executor won't come back to life. 16 teams, 54 players. Morris gets flushed out on the other end. Hope Cookie. Just 3 eliminations they've secured in this recall phase. Could have been better. It all comes down to 16 teams, 54 players. There has been no complete team elimination till now because teams have been playing so much passively, so much carefully. KQ versus Team Afterlife. 3v4 battle it is. And Afterlife wants to invest all of the players into this fight, which is quite risky. But at the same time, if you give this situation a different look, a different view, they have a numbers advantage factor here. Model is already fleshed out, so there's no player present on the recall tower. Team KQ is playing with all they've got in this fight. Just trying to make sure all the areas are secure. There is a possibility that 44K might stab them in their back. Just in case if any of their players steps in the open areas, but that's not gonna happen because Team KQ, they're so much precise with all this stuff, with their game plans. They rarely make any mistake. Well, Watchu gets knocked out. Team Afterlife, what are they doing? Watchu in open areas? It was a stab in his back. And doesn't really need to worry. He'll get that easy revival for himself. Well, was that Team Alpi? With a surprise blow. Maybe that was Team Alpi. Do they have a direct angle on Team Afterlife? They've shifted their focus towards 44K as well. So at one time, Alpi Esports, they're fighting multiple teams. Skywell Esports, they're into action. And this is the team I love to watch. They're just majestic that they have 2 bad games till now. Zero goes for that pre-fire, makes those sharp headshot connections at the same time. Loot, he's invested in a 1v1 fight, but no way! Zigzag had no clue about Loot's position. Very smartly, Loot changed his position. And then he exploded on his opponent. Dealt a convincing shot. Zero is the last player standing. No behind this game. Gets a confirmation there, Zero, with that grenade. And now it's maybe a 1v3 or a 1v2 situation, but Noob Force out of nowhere shows up. So even if Skywell Esports Zero wins this fight against Team Hope Cookie, I don't think he's gonna survive this tornado. It's a tsunami of players here, and this compound has become a hot property, even though this compound is right on the edge of the circle, but it's still enough. Noob Force, they need eliminations, they need finishes, and with this 4th circle has just begun, a Northern Archer will be seen by this circle. Hope Cookie Esports still present in this particular region. Chusa gets knocked out. An opening has been created. Ferrolink is closing. Gets another player with that S12K. Flushes out one. Now it's a 1v1. Ferrolink very smartly just avoids that 1v1 and gives time to pop in that first hit. Gives himself a time to pop in that first hit. Loot now contributing in terms of finishes as well. Hope Cookie Esports turns this 2v4 fight in their favor, and Janasha is the last player surviving, facing Team Dream Team for now. And now it becomes possible for Zero to survive, but finally he'll be spotted and Zero will be taken down by Noah. Skyworld Esports gets eliminated on 13th position. It has been the same result till now. Skyworld Esports, well, their standards are different, but today it has been a different day for Skyworld Esports. Couldn't perform according to their standards, and this is something rarely we see. Fraser gets taken down. KQ continuously now losing players. 20 is already knocked out. Winnie is the last player surviving. Maybe Winnie is trying to head towards the circle. Far away from the circle right now she is. It's going to be a tough journey for her. Complete open areas. Even if you secure an area for yourself, there's a high probability that any team might end up slamming in on you. But Winnie, what was that? Winnie straight away goes for a slam in and gets caught off guard. KQ Esports gets eliminated. It is one for all legacy. All the hard work they did in the first and the second game now goes in vain, because this early elimination is going to bother them a lot. Power Baby could have been a better spray there. Ferrelink came in open areas. Maybe prone there too. But Power Baby still couldn't knock his opponent down, which is a bit surprising for me. And maybe for Power Baby as well. Maybe for Ferrelink as well. That was an easy chance. And I hope Cookies was preparing themselves for this 2v3 fight. Noah, well, he doesn't know that Ferrelink is right in front of him. He could hear the sounds of Ferrelink proning and moving, crawling. And now Noah gets those connections. Last player surviving is going to be Loot. Popping in that first aid. Losing his HP too much quickly. And this is what 5th circle causes. 5th circle is like a dead circle. 30 bandages he has. It doesn't gonna make any value out of it. And at the same time, Team Dream Team, they have to enter the circle. Far away from the circle they are too. But right now, they have a breathing spot as they are in the safe areas. X1NW, as I said, they need one game so that they can get that breakthrough. And after this, it's going to be the main event of the evening. If they end up getting a winner-winner chicken dinner with high amount of finishes, they still have a chance to make it at least to the top 5 of the points table. Sage Reflex finishes Stone. Tactical Team gets eliminated on 8th position. X1NW Camper. I don't want to curse this team at all. 5 eliminations they've secured till now. Camper about to get finished. Survives there. There was Stream Team, but now they've compromised with their position too. And Alpha Esports, I don't think they're gonna allow Dream Team to enter the circle. But the Stream Team is like an easy target for Alpha Esports for sure. I guess 3 players will just enter the circle. 1 player will hold the back. Will try to clear Team Dream Team, and after that, there will be a late rotation from any of the players staying back. But Alpha Esports, they're completely investing themselves for this winner-winner chicken dinner. They're heading towards the circle. And there's something unique. And Alpha Esports going deep inside the circle. Straight away they go for the slam, and Decider Esports right in front of them. Jakey has that P90. He goes for the pre-fire, gets one down. Jakey gets knocked out. That's a brilliant trade knock. And now it's Capo. Can he make it down? Capo lacking with his HP, gets knocked out. Tikas is the last player surviving. Hugely separated he is. Cooks a grenade. Is that Sasa? Yes, that is Sasa. Tikas goes for the grenade, knocks down Sasa. It's a 1v1 fight. Gets another one. Can he connect this grenade as well? It's Arso versus Tikas. But won't be able to make those valuable connections with that grenade. Arso makes fine connections. Tikas lacking with his HPs. Arso got a confirmation too. That was Jakey who got finished out there. And Tikas gets some time to revive his teammate. It's Leelauch will be getting that revival. But at the same time, Jakey gets flushed out. Maybe Chapo will get flushed out too. Tikas pulls another grenade. And this could be the decider grenade. Goes right on target. Arso gets knocked out. And as I said, this could be the decider grenade. He got an opening there. Moves ahead. Finishes off Chapo. And Sasa was the last player surviving. Gets caught by the grenade. And look at the amount of finishes Team Alpha has got. 16 eliminations. It all comes down to 3 teams and 4 players. And Team Sage, they're going for the third party straight away. Riz is gonna get stabbed in his back. Illusion saw Rizzy. What is he waiting for? What is he waiting for? Oh my goodness! Illusion was trying to act smart there, but got caught off guard. Oh my goodness! What? What? Team Sage gets that winner chicken dinner. That was a bare HP's clutch. That was Rizzy at his best. Well, it's 2:14 a.m. here, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot express myself. I want to. I desperately want to express myself, but my goodness. He just pulled off a miracle. Probably the best plays I've ever seen in my life. A solo winner chicken dinner, clutch and bare HPs. Oh, Lord. What a finish for this Rondo game. Absolute beauty. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with match number 4, the last game of the evening. Till then, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hope Super Series hashtag 19 Grand Finals brought to you by Hope Esports. And now it's time for one last battle. It's time for Erangel, and here we go. The flight path is here, initiating from the southern regions of Sosno Community Base and finishing off towards the eastern regions of Severny. A basic flight path favoring the central regions of Erangel map. Will it be difficult to head towards the western and the eastern edges, as the flight path has maintained a lot of distance from the western and eastern edges? But the central region might become a hotspot, and now especially those teams who are not really in contention might press hard on the accelerator, and they would really focus on getting finishes. They would really focusing on enhancing their gun power. Metamine Esports, they're heading towards Sosnovo Military Base. Team Afterlife, I guess, they are present in Sosnovo Military Base as well. Maybe that's Team Dream. Oh, that's Team Hope Cookie. They are present in Sosnovo Military Base too. So it's a huge cluster. It's gonna be a huge fight here. It's gonna be an absolute war between these mega teams. First circle favors the central region of Erangel map. First circle pretty much associated with the flight path, which is a good news for teams because they won't really need to work too much hard. Meanwhile, team Skywell T-Sports, they're heading towards Pochinki regions. ALP right underneath them in the southern regions of Pochinki, trying to secure vehicles. 33k. Well, he survived a spray maybe there. He got spotted. Obviously. Oh well, 33k. He could have got knocked out. But he's still alive. He's still contributing. Meanwhile, Team KQ, again a bad start for them. In the last game as well, we saw them getting eliminated in the initial stages. Here as well, they're about to get eliminated. And Yesnaya Poliana, it's tactical team, giving them a huge surprise. 20 till now, he pinned down Stone, but right when he switched his attention to Mikey, immediately 20 hopping out of that window. Such a frustrating moment that was. Was that Stone who hopped out of that window? Maybe Stone that was. But 20, it was very much frustrating for him. Grenade comes in, 20 loses his HP, pressure rises. Frizzo gets knocked out, and now it's game over. 20 gets one, and 20 gets knocked out. 20 gets finished off. Tactical team celebrates hard. Team KQ gets eliminated on 18th position. Becomes the first team to get eliminated from this game. Uh-oh, Team Afterlife. They're out too. They're eliminated on 17th position. And Hope Cookie Esports, they're all set to go for the third party. Base last player surviving. With that from shotgun, can he pull off a miracle? Well, whenever you have a shotgun, you get a boon to clutch. Can he justify that? Can Biscay make it happen? Getting a clutch from this position, but it seems difficult. But he has already got a clutch, and Biscay knocks down New Boys, gets another one. Biscay is absolutely unstoppable. He's already clutched a 1v5 till now. Oh, Molotov. Biscay survives that Molotov too. Nobody can take him down. Rosemary gets down, gets a knock. Loot gets knocked out there, and last player now, Hopex Loot. He'll be going now for that one final touch. Goes for the well-cooked grenade, won't be able to make those valuable connections. Rosemary putting in the value too. So much pressure on Loot. Can he clutch this one with two? And after coming so close, Metamine Esports wouldn't really want to lose this fight. Loot Poo, he goes in open areas. Go for a jump shot, and he will be taken down. Biscay has been a highlight in this fight. What a player he is. 6 eliminations he has contributed out of 7. The MVP of this fight. The MVP of this war. Because of him, Metamine Esports is standing tall in Sosnovo Military Base. They conquer Sosnovo Military Base. Team Dream Team, surprisingly, they don't go for that fight. They just avoid it and head towards the circle. Team Dream Team playing it very much seriously. Even though it's the last game. The first 3 games weren't that good for Team Dream Team, but still they want to make it worthy in this one last game. Well, Sage Esports, Rizzy pulled off a miracle in the last game. What a finish that was. And that will surely increase the confidence of Sage Esports. Erangel, the first Erangel, if you remember, wasn't that great for Sage Esports, but things are different now. They've secured out of nowhere winner chicken in Rondo. And now my question is, are they going to play aggressive in the initial stages of this Wrangle game, or is it going to be a passive strategy? Before now, Skyval T-Sports, they are into action. Bia again saving his team out of nowhere. Bia gets a confirmation there. And maybe he'll revive his teammates too. X1 NW. The other players are in back-end areas and they are hurrying up. And maybe they will prioritize this revival instead of going for that fight. They will make it an even Steven 3v3. And one of the players was hugely separated. Zigzag that is. Maybe he'll close in on feed because he has no vehicle for now. But if he rotates late, he will find an off-guard angle. And he can stab X1 NW in their back. There is a possibility. And all the other three players gotta do is just spend as much as time as they can. Just pass some time. And when Zigzag will close in, X1 NW will find themselves in a miserable spot. Well, now Rio, he snaked in. He has a off-guard angle too. He'll keep snaking in. And for now, Skywell T-Sports doesn't really have any clue about his position. Doesn't really have any clue about his position. And Rio just trying to stretch that flank angle as much as he can. Zigzag finally, he showed up. Does he have an angle? Not for now. Skywell T-Sports completely suppressed X1 NW in a very small position. Rio bot, he will be spotted. He'll be flushed out. Down to 2 X1 NW is. Well, that was bot, not Rio, who got flushed out. Rio is still alive. Not glad. Finally, he opened his fire. And now he's in a sandwich situation. He was the last player surviving and he'll be taken down with ace. Zigzag that was who took down Rio. Zigzag that was who flushed out Rio. A 1v3 by Bia. And one finish will be contributed by Levy's side. Skywell T-Sports stands tall, wins their first fight. The opening fight of this Wrangle game. And Skywell T-Sports, usually they perform really well here in Wrangle. As usual, they'll be getting those 4 initial finishes, 4 initial eliminations. But they need to continue the momentum. They need to carry forward this momentum and they need to convert this game into a winner-winner chicken dinner. Because they're known for their consistent gameplay. And today, there was no consistency. But I must say there was consistency in getting eliminated in the initial stages. So, they gotta change that factor. Or maybe they'll show consistency today, not by their good game, but just by getting eliminated in the initial stages. 13 teams and a total of 149 players are still alive. Circle number 2 has been initiated. We're moving for a northeastern ship. For checking out, hugely equipped by players. Skywell T-Sports back to their home. Metamind Esports, they'll be interfering. Metamind Esports with a really quick rotation. Seems like they're searching opponents. They want more finishes on their name. They want blood. Metamind Esports looking so much confident. They're 2-man strong, running after a 4-man strong team. Wow. And this is what confidence looks like. Skywell T-Sports, they are interested in this fight too. But they don't really have the idea about the numbers of Metamind Esports. Zigzag trying to go for the flank angle. This is what he's known for. Farvoice Esports on the other end, they're into action. 2 openings has been created. 2 openings have been created and unfortunately now CC is the last player surviving. Oh, connections are made. Connections will be made. Connections are being made. And C finally survives. Separation will be created. And Seat now needs to spot a safe spot for himself inside the circle. But he's being chased. He is being chased by his opponents. And maybe it's game over. Exotic Alliance, they are not letting him go. And Morris might find an angle. But on the other end, Skywell T-Sports, wow, they're about to lose 2 of their crucial players. Bia has an angle, but right now he's popping in that drink. And on the back end area, that's Team Arise will be showing up. And you cannot bleed in front of a shark. This situation is like bleeding in front of a shark. Team Arise is all set to go for the third party. But meanwhile, Zigzag, now it's time to reunite with his teammates. The regrouping process now going on. But Metamind Esports, this guy is the man. Gets 2 more frags. Now solo 8 eliminations he has contributed out of 9. This is unreal. Nunu will be crushed with that vehicle. Seat officially now the last player surviving. Things have really slipped out of Farvoice Esports' hand. DX wanted to face down Illusion, couldn't connect a single bullet there. And Red Eye Esports didn't even flinch. Red Eye Esports didn't even look at Dream Team is what I feel. They just continued their rotation. Well, they are focused on their goal. And nothing can distract them for now. Zigzag gets knocked out. Bia, where is he? Where are you, Bia? Hugely separated. And he is out of topic now. Out of discussion. I feel like he will just survive now till the end status. Because it's been enough. How many times are you going to get eliminated in the initial stages? We've seen them getting eliminated so many times in the initial stages. There's something unusual. We don't really see this kind of gameplay by Starbuck Esports. This is unusual. They're not habitual of this. Meanwhile, Decider Esports, they are going against Team Noob Force. Takey was finished off in the initial stages. Chapo took some risk there. Well, lost some amount of HP. Consumed some amount of HP of his opponent. It was a brilliant exchange of bursts there. Dream Team versus Team Arise, and within a fraction of a second, Team Arise got eliminated. That was phenomenal. The Dream Team got just 2 frags here. Arzo created an opening. Decider Esports, they straight away went for the slam, and well, this is the last game, and this is what I was talking about. It's going to be very much violent. It's going to be very much dirty. Especially those teams who are not really in contention, they will force fights. This is what has been happening till now. Jacko gets knocked out. Grenade came in. Choose our last player surviving inside that shack. Sasa has a P90. It's a killer weapon. You can do anything with that. You can make anything happen with that. Choose with the grenade knocks down Chapo. Well, still the player with P90. It's Sasa. She's still on her feet. By the time, I guess, the revival process will get going. Chusa, yes, reviving a teammate. Can she go down? Can she jump down? Can she take that risk? And now that third party risk has increased because Team TSR will be joining the party. Power Baby knocking down Smokey. Let's evolve Snakes, who knocked out TSR Anish. Gotta be careful. Also creating that opening. Sasa! My goodness, that was a close call. Look at the HP of Sasa. She could have got knocked out here. Saves a teammate. Pops in that first aid, but Chapo gets knocked out. And maybe TSR. They will plan to go for that slam in, but 44k joins the party. Wow, that was surprising. Hurricane, he had a huge flank angle. He was waiting in the back end areas for a situation like this. And he finally got an opportunity to become a hero for his team. And he didn't disappoint us at all. He didn't disappoint his teammates at all. Uh-oh. Masho. It's his turn to get knocked out. 223 with a crane knocks down. Taurus Live gets a confirmation immediately. Wutang tried to pay it back. Where is he now? TSR Wutang reunites with his teammate. Well, he's the last player surviving. Hurricane. He get caught off guard. Based on the other end. Shield into action. Red Eye Esports. Uh-oh, Blazer is about to get bleeded to death. Is about to bleed to death. And Blaze Donut will be flushed out. Red Eye Esports faces a casualty this time. And they are down to 3. The Sage Esports, they got eliminated. They just got eliminated. No. Rizzy is still alive. Switches the seat. Makes the connection, but he's solo now. And he's running after Team Red Eye Esports. This is concerning. Oh no, now this would be the moment. This could be the moment. Red Eye Esports Illusion gets knocked out. But Python tried to pick up Illusion on the vehicle, on the hood of the vehicle, but he failed to do so. And now it's time to give up on Illusion and secure this game just by securing some placement points. Red Eye Esports will define a spot. They found a spot inside the circle, but they need to keep an eye on the 4th circle because the upcoming shift might not really favor them. Rizzy straight away goes for the slam on Team Metamind, gets stabbed in his back. That's Sasa with that brilliant spray. And wow. But he got stabbed in his head. 10 eliminations for Biscay. You gotta be kidding me. Biscay's on a whole other league. 10 freaking eliminations. Where was this gameplay till now? First 3 games he disappointed. And in this very last game he showed up like a villain. Those evil powers coming in. And Biscay now. He is rocking. He's dominating. He's getting what he wants. Every freaking time he's in a fight, he stands tall. And now maybe he'll go after Team Red Eye Esports. Well, Python is trying to find a spot inside the circle. There are not much players alive, but all the safe spots have been booked, have been secured. Red Eye Esports, Python is not alone. Deadshot has his back. But still, where are they gonna go? Alpha Esports wasn't really into action till now. And Alpha Esports didn't highlight themselves much. But Alpha Esports, surely they are the head of the table. They're surely on the top of the points table. There's no question in that. And that's why they are playing so much passive. All they gotta do is just maintain the hashtag win position. Nothing else. Decider Esports might fight Alpha Esports because Decider Esports has nothing to lose now. And this might turn against Alpha. Because in this last game, Decider Esports has been phenomenal. Has been great. Especially Sasa with that P90. She still has that lethal weapon. Eight teams, 23 players. And you cannot mess up with Sasa until and unless she gets rid of that P90. If she has that P90, stay away. Red Eye Esports finally secured the hill. Circle immediately moves for a southern hardship, and now this hill might be the center of attraction. Multiple teams might try to move from this particular hill, or maybe Decider Esports might try to intercept Red Eye Esports. They'll continue their rotation. That's a possibility as well. Power Voice Esports, Seat, last player surviving. Deadshot gets knocked out. This is what I was talking about. I predicted this. And Red Eye Esports gets eliminated. Alpha Esports, they went in. I was expecting Decider Esports. They might check out on that hill while rotating. Biscay got knocked out. Seat gets finished off. The reign of Biscay hasn't ended yet. He's still in this game. Might turn this into a 15 solo finishes, solo eliminations number. It's gonna be huge. 6 teams, 19 players. FR8 gets knocked out. Dream Team Executor, last boy standing. Well, Team EA has been eliminated, so it's just the revival job left for him. Well, he did win the last 1v1. He did his job. He saved his team, becomes a savior for his team. 44k. This team is in contention too. But my bet is on Alpine. I feel like Team Alpine is stealing the winner chicken dinner. They deserve it. 3 the other three games, they showed ultimate consistency, and now it's time to finish this game in a convincing fashion. Well, last game they came so close, but God has some other plans, and Rizzy stole that winner chicken dinner right underneath the nose, from right underneath the nose. So, I guess this time Alpine Esports, they won't make the mistakes they made in the last game. This time they're gonna seal the deal. They're gonna put the final nail in the coffin. And this grand final is theirs. Tikas gets the confirmation. The Blues are now bothering team deciders. Lelouch gets knocked out. It's Rosemary from Team Metamind. What about Bishke? Bishke gets an opening. Ours that was. And just like that, Deciders Esports, they are eliminated on 5th position. 11th elimination for Bishke. Dream Team Executor squaring up upon Team Metaminds. Bishke feels the urge to enter the circle. But they will ask their prey to enter the circle, which is Alpha Esports for now. And even though Metaminds Esports, they're surviving with just 2 players in this game, still they have higher probabilities of getting this winner chicken dinner just because Bishke is alive. Now I've developed so much faith in this guy, in this player. He can do anything he wants. That kind of level he has reached in this particular game. Well, Alpha Esports hasn't faced a casualty till now. In the last game they had 16 eliminations. They don't really need to bother about eliminations. They had enough in the last game. They had plenty of them in the last game, and Alpha Capo gets knocked out. It's Bishke again with that fabulous tracing. And he'll continue to add value. But this time Rosemary gets knocked out and all pressure is on Bishke. Maybe he's just trying to move in, trying to move closer, but he has no grenades. So long range fights, kinda baseless. But now Bishke is trying to disengage. Goes for another spray, makes connection on Tikas. He couldn't even see Tikas there. There was just a blind spray, and he's so much lucky that he found connections. Bishke gets his 12th elimination, gets the 13th, and now Jake is the last player surviving, and he gets taken down. Alpha Esports, they're eliminated. Nobody saw this coming. Even I didn't see it coming. Was that Casters? Because if that was, I'm really sorry, Alpha Esports. But still, you're winning this grand final. That's what really matters. So, we are left with just 3 teams and 7 players. 44k. Metaminds. Dream Team. Bishke. Can he win this game for his team? 13 eliminations has been secured till now. He just ripped the soul out of this lobby. He was merciless. He was relentless. And he is still dominating. Gets another guy. Let's see how much sharp his reflexes are. Gets another one. My goodness. What is that? Those were some incredible reflexes by Bishke. He's still moving ahead. And now focuses on 44k. 223 trying to claim the high ground advantage. Trying to move up the hill. Bishke traces 223 down. Hell no. And just like that, Metaminds, they steal the winner chicken dinner. It is all over. Bishke with 16 eliminations. I said that he would get 15, but he got 16. More than that. They got a winner chicken dinner too. 20 eliminations, winner chicken dinner, out of which Metaminds, Bishke getting 16. Hashtag 2 for 44k. Total amount of 7 eliminations will be secured by their side. DT getting 8 eliminations. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the last game. I hope you all guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. We'll be taking a leave. Bye bye, good night, and take care, ladies and gentlemen.